Ahead on 12 News, not your usual traffic accident. A train collides with a truck at a busy intersection. Plus, in need of space, the Brooklyn Park City Council considers a major makeover for its police department. But first...
Yes, it is my grocery store. For 16 years.
As Robbinsdale's only grocery store gets ready to close, many ask, what now? 12 News starts right now. In 6 weeks, the doors will close on Robbinsdale's only grocery store. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Johnson.
And I'm Alexandra Renslow. For more than 2 decades, Robbinsdale residents have had a neighborhood grocery store. That'll change on April 10th when the Rainbow Food Store closes. Robbinsdale's mayor says executives at the corporate headquarters told him the store is underperforming and facing increased competition. Around 47 employees are affected by the closure, though the majority will be offered positions at other Rainbow locations. The store closure may be final, but many residents and the mayor aren't ready to give up.
Yes, it is my grocery store. For 16 years.
The pending closure of Robbinsdale's only grocery store is still news to many.
Was not aware at all. Totally shocked and disappointed.
Did you know this store is closing?
No, I didn't. Oh, it's too bad.
Oh, no, really?
You hadn't heard that?
No, I'm sorry to hear that.
A fixture in the Terrace Mall since at least the 1980s, the loss of a grocery store impacts not only area residents, but many seniors who live within walking distance.
They can contact us.
Robbinsdale's mayor is hearing 2 questions right now.
What's going to go in that space? And are we going to get another grocery store?
Mayor Regan Murphy says the building's owner has told him the space will probably be divided into 2 or 3 spaces for several potential businesses. Murphy still thinks there's a possibility the city and its residents could lobby for a smaller grocery store, either in the existing space or in downtown.
The one that's come up a lot is a co-op grocery store, which might be a better fit for Robbinsdale and the size of our community.
Area shoppers have a tough time seeing anything else in this space.
Grocery store is really important for the neighborhood.
Is there anything, if you had your say, what would you see useful? Is there anything else that might come in here that would be handy to have?
No, another grocery store.
The mayor says if there's to be a replacement grocery store, it'll be up to residents to help rally support.
I certainly want to encourage residents that if they want a business or a grocery store, that they should contact them too.
The Robbinsdale mayor says he has been in touch with the CEO of a Twin Cities co-op and has extended an invitation to meet with city officials.
Trying to get into the 21st century. That remark from Brooklyn Park City Council member Mike Trepanier about the state of the city's North Precinct police building. The city is considering a major makeover of the building on 85th Avenue. It would include construction of a garage for up to 40 squad cars and SWAT vehicles, more room to store evidence, and safety improvements at the detention facility. The entire project is estimated to cost $8 million.
If you were to ask me for the full project, I would support it tonight, rather than a scaled-back project. And it's because I think in the long run, we'll be better served and we'll get a better value.
Other council members, including Mayor Jeff Lundy, want to see what the options are, including costs for a scaled-down project. The council approved $20,000 for preliminary design work, and that work is expected to be ready this summer. Brooklyn Park Police are investigating a crash involving a train and a semi.
The accident happened just before 11 o'clock this morning near the intersection of 73rd Avenue North and County Road 81 in Brooklyn Park. That's where our Renee Bonneau is. She joins us now live with the latest. Renee?
Alex and Mike, it's still a very active scene here. There's a tow truck behind me, but behind that, there are crews trying to get cargo out of the semi-trailer before they could take that truck away. Earlier today, members of the Brooklyn Park Police and Fire Departments were here, as well as the State Patrol. Representatives from BNSF Railway and Rouen Transportation were here as well, trying to figure out exactly what happened. Brooklyn Park Police tell me the semi-truck was passing over the railroad tracks and trying to turn south onto County Road 81 when it was hit by 2 train engines also traveling south. Police say the driver of the truck didn't appear to have any serious injuries, but he was taken to the hospital Remodel as a precaution. There were 3 people who were in the train at the time of the collision, and I'm told that they were not injured. Now, what the truck was hauling was concrete blocks or counterweight, and it was nothing hazardous, so nothing to be concerned about in that respect. There was some damage to the locomotive. Now, here at this railroad crossing, there are flashing lights, but there are no safety arms. The big question investigators have yet to answer for us is whether the lights were working at the time of the collision, and if they were, whether the driver of the semi realized that they were flashing and still tried to cross over the railroad tracks and beat the train, or if he just didn't see that they were flashing at all. Now, Mike and Alex, I'm told that this investigation will take some time before any sort of action will be taken. We're live here in Brooklyn Park. Renee Bonneau, 12 News.
All right, thanks a lot, Renee. Crystal's first police dog is officially on the force. He is a German Shepherd named Rococo, but Rococo comes to the force with the help of more than $30,000 in donations. One large donation came from Del Monte Foods, but a lot of the money came from smaller donations and fundraisers. Having Rococo on the force means Crystal won't have to borrow a canine unit from another city when there's an emergency. Rococo and his handler, Jeff Cusick, get back from training in May.
Debate is picking up at the state capitol whether to spend more on the state's youngest learners. Supporters say the push to prepare all kids for kindergarten would help close a wide achievement gap in Minnesota. Interfaith Outreach in Plymouth hosted a dinner last night to encourage community members to weigh in and contact state lawmakers who are considering large increases in early childhood education. Brenda Heim is with the Caring for Kids initiative.
We need to make sure that all kids have access to a quality early child program. So an opportunity prior to kindergarten in a preschool, in a quality child care center, so that the children have an opportunity to be ready for kindergarten.
The governor of Dayton has recommended spending an additional $44 million over 2 years on early learning scholarships, but Senate legislation calls for about 4 times that amount. Coming up, the unusual connection between the uprising in Syria and Cooper High School.
And later in sports, the Wayzata boys hockey team prepares for a section championship showdown with Benilde St. Margaret.
But first, your AccuWeather forecast. Well, here's a story worth a second look. It is impossible to tell how a sniper in Syria got hold of a Cooper High School sweatshirt. A video posted on the website liveleak.com shows a glimpse of the Cooper Hawk shirt as the man walks by the camera. School officials sent a voicemail to students' families today saying the person has no connection to the high school and they have no idea how the sweatshirt wound up in Syria. The website LiveLeak features graphic war videos from all over the world. Brooklyn Park has one on Thursday, another on Wednesday, and now the city will get one on Tuesday.
The city council approved another farmers market for the parking lot at Discover Church on 81st Avenue. It will initially start out with 20 vendors and will begin operation in May. Brooklyn Park has 2 other farmers market during the summer, the Zane Sports Park Farmers Market on Wednesdays and another one at the Item Farms on Thursday. Any dentist can tell you about the benefits of brushing and flossing your teeth.
But having clean teeth is also important for pets, and in today's Health Check, Delane Cleveland shows us more about how to take care of the teeth, that is, of our furry friends.
Let's go get it, Sophie.
David Antone
Come on.
is what you would call
That a girl.
a loving dog owner.
Go get it.
Today at the Plymouth Dog Park,
Go get it.
he tosses the frisbee up in the air,
Come on, girl.
and his dog Sophie uses her teeth to bring it right back.
She loves it. She loves the snow. Ready?
However, David says that when it comes to Sophie's teeth, it's something he doesn't pay much attention to.
No. I give her some bones to chew on, and she seems to be doing all right.
It's just one of those things you don't think about.
Employees at the local pet food store say it's a mindset they see far too often.
They need to be brushed just like our teeth do, and a lot of people wait until it's too late. Oh, good.
Store manager Liz Schmeltzer says neglecting your pet's teeth can lead to a variety of health risks.
That can contribute to the bad breath. They get the visible tartar on their teeth. You can have to have their teeth pulled because they start to rot away. We also have treats that can help with the fresh breath.
But numerous products exist to ensure that your pet has a clean bill of dental health.
We have different toothpaste care kits. It comes with toothpaste, a regular brush, and a finger toothbrush.
The finger toothbrush is the instrument of choice for her dog, Kirby.
Just rubbing the toothpaste on his teeth. He doesn't really mind it. He's not fighting it too bad.
It's a process she recommends pet owners do at least once a week.
We also have sprays that if it's a pet who just is not going to let you stick something into their mouth like that.
In addition to sprays, there is also chew toys that mimic dental floss and treats that remove tartar and prevent bad breath.
In the long run, it pays off for both of us. He gets a treat, and I don't have to take him to the vet to get his teeth cleaned.
Oh.
David Antone hopes the same goes for Sophie.
She's only 4 years old, so I really don't have much problems with dental care just yet. Go get it.
In Plymouth, Delane Cleveland.
That's a good girl.
12 News.
Experts say it's best to start brushing your pet's teeth either when it's young or when you first get the pet. That way the odds are better that it will put up less resistance. And we were wondering about that if you had to hold them down, but that dog seemed to take it pretty well.
Start young.
That's right. Still ahead, 1 in 6 students experience bullying, even a Brooklyn Park pageant title holder.
But first in sports, the defending state boys hockey champion Benilde St. Margaret's get set to face Wayzata for a trip to state. John Jacobson has a preview when we come back.
John Jacobson with sports. Now, this should be a pretty good one. You're talking about Wayzata hockey against the defending state champs.
You know, they've played already a couple of times this year, both playing pretty well right now. Only one of them gets to go to state, though, out of a very tough section. The Section 6 AA Championship in boys hockey should be a heck of a matchup. Wayzata and Benilde St. Margaret's will meet for a third time this season with a trip to state on the line. After losing 3 of their last 4 regular season games, the Trojans scored convincing wins over Hopkins and Minnetonka to get to the section title game. Now they'll face a Benilde team that is a defending state AA champion and brings one of the best lines in the state, led by Mr. Hockey candidate Brent Bessie.
We just feel that, we'll make some tweaks to our game, make sure we know when, Bessie's line's out there, obviously. I mean, it's not a secret, they're phenomenal. But overall, it's just trying to play a good game for 51 minutes, all 20 guys. And that's been kind of our key to our success here, I think, this year is, we got some good depth. And I think guys bought into their roles and what they can do to help this team win. And if we do that, we're pretty successful.
I think it's going to be high tempo. I mean, Benilde's a good team, obviously, and I think so are we. So, I mean, third time we're going to have a little, grudge match, I guess. I mean, we split during the year, so I don't know. I'm really excited for the game, and I think it's going to be hopefully a good one.
Wayzata knows the firepower Benilde will bring, but they also know Aaron Dingman is up to the challenge. The Trojan senior goalie has led his team to a lot of close victories this winter, and if he's dialed in on Wednesday, Wayzata has a great chance to beat Benilde again and go to the state tournament.
Regardless of how our teams play, and he's always been up there playing great game. He's made every save we can ask him to, and I mean, he's just been great throughout the season. He's helped us win a lot of these close games.
Meanwhile, top seed Benilde St. Margaret's is looking to win a second straight Section 6 AA title. The Red Knights got some practice time in on the Olympic-sized rink at Orono Monday to prepare for the Olympic sheet at Mariucci Arena. Benilde beat Eden Prairie 5-3 in the semifinals Saturday. They've already played Wayzata twice this season, losing the first game 7-1 in the holiday tournament before responding with a 5-2 win 5 days later. They know what to expect from the Trojans.
What they do really well is they got a great goalie. Aaron Dingman, I played with him all growing up, when I played for Wayzata, and Coach Sorensen, I played for him in Bantams, and I know how they play their style of game. They like to pack it down, block shots, play really good defense. They do a great job of it over there. And for us, to succeed against them, we're gonna have to, not play on the perimeter. That's gonna be hard, and it's such a big ice sheet. You have a lot of room out there, but we got to get to the front of the net.
They're big shot blockers. They play a great defensive system, so we pretty much just have to go to battle with them in their end. We're gonna have to get a lot of shots and play dirty in front of the net.
Grant Betsy and Evan Fleming grew up playing in the Wayzata Youth Association, and the ties don't end there. Benilde coach Ken Pauley graduated from Wayzata High School, so this matchup is still a little special for him.
Yeah, I still have friends that teach there. I still have, friends whose kids are going to Wayzata, so, I still have a soft spot for the place, but not this week.
The Trojans and the Red Knights face off at 8 p.m. Wednesday at Mariucci Arena. It's the second game of a doubleheader following the Edina-Burnsville Section 2 AA title game, so the start time is approximate. Wednesday is semifinal night in Section 5 AA, where two local squads are still alive. Champlain Park will try to knock off top seed Blaine at 6 o'clock, followed by Maple Grove versus Centennial at around 8 at the State Fair Coliseum. The Osseo girls basketball team opens play in the section playoffs Thursday night. On this week's Sports Jam show here on Channel 12, we profiled senior standouts Janae Morton and Phyllis Webb. Here's a clip from that story. Though similar in size, each player has their own skill set. Skills that complement and help the other's game. And each possess skills the other player wishes she had.
You see her when she's on a fast break. She can take off from the free throw line and beat a girl who was already at half court, so she's extremely fast. She can jump out of this gym, so we always expect Phyllis to get those rebounds, and that'd be a little nice trait to have.
She's been able to do passes out of nowhere that I didn't even think she could see me. She'll see like the littlest gap and get the ball through there, but I admire her for that because I can't even do that.
Watch the rest of the Morton Webb story and much more this week on Sports Jam. It airs each Monday through Wednesday at 3:30, 8 and 10:30 p.m. here on Channel 12. And they're excited to get the playoffs underway, try to get back to state again.
Looks like good teammates.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, John. Still ahead of Park Center students' extraordinary accomplishment.
But it isn't just her accomplishment that has people talking. Her heartfelt story next. Here's a look ahead to Wednesday's 12 News. Debate continues at the state capitol over raising Minnesota's minimum wage. We'll have the latest on that, plus course instruction, keeping up with the times. We stop by North Hennepin, which is offering a new program on social media. And in sports, Cooper shoots for a conference championship in boys basketball. Those stories and more right here Wednesday beginning at 4. Well, finally, a Park Center student who is well on her way to doing good things.
She is Miss Teen Brooklyn Park 2013, and she's using the honor to raise awareness about an issue close to her heart.
Thousands and thousands of children every day wake up every morning afraid to go to school. And I know I was one of those students that was really afraid to wake up to go to school.
Senior Mariah Retnasumai is setting out to address the issue of bullying. And if you don't think she can make a difference, think again. Mariah is determined and driven. While completing her high school work, she took enough courses at the U of M and North Hennepin to earn the first 2 years of a college degree. And Mariah will compete in the Miss Teen Minnesota pageant next month. She plans to go on to school to become a chemist.
Good luck at the pageant.
Yes.
I know she'll do well as a chemist.
Well spoken, that's right. That does it for us. Thanks so much for joining us.
Stay with us. Community Corner coming up next. See you back here tomorrow.